Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pyanodons playthrough. So, in this episode we're hopefully going to get molybdenum plates going, but first I wanted to walk you through something I did off camera last time. Been playing around in Helmod a lot, looking at cotton guts and different ways to get manure and all sorts of other stuff between episodes. Also, there's a much better way to make plastic that we're going to have to switch to at some point. We can essentially make plastic from tailings and a little bit of oil. But as I was playing around, I just realized how much power we can get from tailings, and so I thought, can I make a from-nothing power build? So here it is in all its glory. I tried to make it as compact as I could. I probably could have saved a couple squares here and there, but I think it's pretty good. So we've got water pumps creating water for soil, and then those soil extractors give soil to... this should be running. Did I? Oh, you know what? I just realized I have messed up a couple things here. I think. The right side is working fine. The left side maybe not so much. But anyway, so we have soil go into a sand washer, or soil washer, which washes it into sand and tailings. And then that gives its sand to another washer, which washes it into pure sand and tailings. I guess I don't need those two. And so those wash, and then all those tailings are connected up. So, like, is this connected properly? What's going on here? Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. These are connected. Oh, so this just doesn't have water. That's the problem. Okay. That should do it. Do we not have enough water generation? 900, 900. Okay. We do have just enough water. I'm guessing these will have to back up first, though. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Got distracted. Okay, so anyway, all that tailings goes into fluid separators, which create coal water slurry and some extra water out of it. And, oh, that's part of the problem. We also have water going back into this system, which could get backed up, because those only need 600 in the first place. So we actually need to, put this in a sinkhole. Real quick. Okay. So then our coal water slurry gets processed into benzene and aromatics. The reason that's done is because aromatics can be turned into biomass. And that makes it easy to get biomass from tailings. That's probably the easiest way. It's actually a pretty good ratio. I think it's like 15... or 1.5 biomass for every 10 tailings or something like that. So it's like a 6-to-1 ratio. And then the benzene is piped over to a combustion mixture powerhouse. And then the rest of the coal water slurry is sent to powerhouses. And then the water is a closed loop on powerhouses, so that's cooled with these cooling towers. And then all the combustion mixture is sent to just combustion turbines. So altogether, I believe once everything's saturated, this will generate about 30 or 40 megawatts. The math that I did says 33 megawatts, but that wasn't including the pump jacks, so I'm not totally sure. But it'll be somewhere around 30 megawatts. And we get like 10 pure sand per second when it's running at full capacity. So it's also an easy way to generate pure sand from nothing, but if I need to, I can burn that pure sand with burners using the biomass that I've already got, so that way it has no outputs. In any case, that was just a fun little side project I did. Not that I even really needed too much power. I already had like 250 megawatts available, but now we have 280, so there you go. And that's just an easy thing I can copy-paste in the future if I want to. I could also fit it inside of a medium factory building, if I split it into like 2 halves, those might be able to each fit in a small factory building, and then I could connect them. I would probably just connect the tailings, and then maybe the tailings in this building. I don't know if that would fit. But either way, it would definitely fit in 2 medium buildings, and I could just copy-paste that. So, back to molybdenum. Let's go to our molybdenum chain, and I believe we need to get filtration media as a prerequisite. So let's start with that. We need filtration media for some other stuff too. So I need a couple biofactories and a couple assembling machines. And then we need sodium hydroxide and wood. That's actually a decent amount of wood that we need. I think I have enough, but I'm not completely certain. So what I'll do is I'll just use the corner of this building as kind of my filtration media creator. So this will request wood, 300. Yeah, we have no wood in storage. That's not good. Let's go check on that. What's happening with wood? Also, our poor stone brick smelters are still having a hard time with fuel, because I've never actually done anything about it. Oh, that's a problem. Chromium is out of fuel. I really need to improve chromium. I can't believe I'm still smelting chromium that way. Basically living in the dark ages still in terms of chromium. Okay, so why is wood stopped? It's not. Oh, it's up here that I'm... So, I believe I'm processing wood... Where else? In here? Yeah. So then... I would like to have a priority splitter to the left. And then we're actually going to process some more wood. Let's do it this way. We'll process it inside this building, so that way I don't need extra space. So we'll have logs go up, and then we need wood. What are they called? Wood processing units. Of course, they require tin cable, which I don't have in my inventory at all. It's fine. And we'll just make this simple. And use extra space here, and then just have the wood come out the top. And then that will go into a chest, which will go into a provider chest. So that should help. All 4 of those put together are 2.5 logs per second. Yeah, okay. Sweet, we will provide that. That should help with the wood problem. Wow, I wonder what has been slowed down by the lack of wood. Because it definitely looks like we need a lot. I wonder if I should even put more in here. I'm gonna put 2 more. that will definitely use up our log supply. Okay, back to molybdenum. Oh, what are these guys doing? Going crazy. Oh, it's because I built a factory building. And now my bots deliver factory buildings to me, so that's nice. Alright, so molybdenum, we need, oh my gosh, so many bots. Guess I should put filtration media on the list too. So we'll pin this again. So we've got wood and sodium hydroxide I need as well. Sodium hydroxide. Probably 100. Should be fine. And why don't I have any sodium hydroxide? I thought... you know what I'm doing is I'm only doing stacked. That's right. So... I'm just going to stop stacking sodium hydroxide. Well, I guess I need half and half. So I need to be smarter about this. So we'll split, and then half of it will get stacked. We'll do this. So half of the sodium hydroxide will get stacked, half of it won't. And that way we'll have plenty in the system. Because I have 12,000 stacked sodium hydroxide. So that's almost 100,000. So we've definitely got plenty of sodium hydroxide. So then we need our 2 bioreactors. Probably within inserter distance. Those actually need to be fast inserters. And then we need gravel, sand, pure sand, activated carbon. Ugh, activated carbon. It's the worst. So I guess we'll just have to put all 3 of those on a belt. So gravel, sure, let's do a full stack, pure sand, and activated carbon. Ooh. Don't have activated carbon either. So that is all getting used for what? Oh, we're out of coal dust. Okay. Well, that's something that can be sort of remedied. We have a bunch in here. So we need coal dust to be a thing. And we will use all this delicious iron oxide, I promise. We need it for, I think, nitrobenzene. I guess I don't know if we'll use all of it, but we'll definitely need some of it. Wait a second, how am I out of coal dust? Is it stacked coal dust that I'm using for activated carbon? And I just don't have any stacked coal dust. See, this is why stacking is a problem. Trying to get away from stacking. Yeah, it wants stacked coal dust. So we're going to switch this over to regular coal dust. And switch over our unstacking of it. And you just need to have regular coal dust. There we go. Okay. Definitely use more bots in the long run, but like I've mentioned, if we have to cheat, we can cheat to make bots better, so we need less of them, so they can even take the same amount of power. We just won't have to have, you know, 10,000 bots flying around, but maybe just like 500. Alright, well, we keep getting sidetracked, as is usual in Pyanodons. So now we should at least have activated carbon slowly building up. So this needs to be on the close side. Sand, gravel, carbon. And cellulose, which will be coming from this building. Alright, and turn that guy around. Should get us filtration media, which will go towards molybdenum first, output priority right, and then it will go to the wide world, be available for pickup. Oops, that's not the right thing. I can just do Shift 5. I need to use hotkeys. That would be output mode. Make sure these are all slowed down. Save myself a fraction of a UPS. And then we'll just do, let's see, 200. Guess 5 stacks is good. Okay, so we've got filtration media. Oh, right. So the filtration media was a high number because I was testing using filtration media for nitrogen. We can also just get nitrogen without filtration media. What is purified air, and how do I get it? We'll look into this real quick. I seem to remember it's difficult to get purified air. Oh, comes from activated carbon. So I think this is a worse deal, because we need 1.21 activated carbon. And we only need like 0.43 filtration media. So this would be to make cold air, which we don't really need right now. But that can make cold clean air. And what does cold clean air make? Cold clean air plus gasoline makes liquid clean air. I do not understand. Oh, there we go. Cold clean air can make 8,000 nitrogen. Okay. So that's once we have biofilm, which I don't think I can do yet. Well, actually I can. Okay, we're just gonna dive into the rabbit hole real quick. I promise it won't last that long. We're just gonna see if I want to make nitrogen. Using this recipe. Cold air. See, there we go. Shift click that. We need a little bit of liquid nitrogen. Of course, that blows up the whole thing because of matrix solving. Oh no, it's just because it's linked. So if we want to output like 100 nitrogen per second. Need purified air. Huh. So only 449 kilowatts. A tiny amount of biofilm. Some activated carbon and a tiny bit of gasoline. That's actually not bad. Because, I mean, the biofilm recipe we can use is that one, which is all stuff that we have available. Just a tiny bit of lime. basic substrate, cellulose, small amount of activated carbon. Interesting, interesting. Okay. But what I think I want to do, because of its simplicity, is just nitrogen from pressurized air. And we only need 75. Ooh, 20 destructive distillation columns. All right. That is a lot, I won't lie. And we're wasting a lot of purest nitrogen, which can only be used for nitrogen with filtration media. So I either use the filtration media or I do this crazy one, which I don't really want to do right now, or I just suck it up and make a bunch in a small factory. I think I'm going to go with the suck it up route, because this is still fairly simple. So we want nitrogen. Okay, this is a bit of a pipe nightmare, though. So we need 120 compressed air. How much is that? Are these 20 each? Yeah, so that'll be 6 of those. I just want to make sure I leave room. I can definitely gas vent all the oxygen. And then I guess we can connect up these inputs. Okay. Then we need the purest nitrogen to be hooked up, which will go around the back here. And then we just need regular nitrogen to be hooked up. We'll have to go 2 squares out. And we can hook up on the backside here. Okay, not too bad. And all of this put together makes 24. It's not incredible, I won't lie. But it's easy, so we'll stick with it for now. And then the purest nitrogen, I will output it, just because I might want to use it later. I actually need the input pipes here. I technically don't need it for the nitrogen, but I do need it for the purest nitrogen. And then I'll just put the gas vent right here. And I'll just do one more of these. I'm gonna settle for making a little bit less than 1 molybdenum plate right now, I think. And we need to change these into output mode every 2 seconds. Copy. Paste. So that's at least 12. How many did I say I needed? 8. I guess I could do one more. In for a penny, in for a pound. Alright, copy. We do need another factory building, though. All the bots need to bring me my goods. And then I have a bunch of stuff I don't want. Logs, pure sand, gravel, sap. We don't need no stinking sap. Alright. I wanted to make arcads. Arcads, sorry. My brain was looking at arcads when I was trying to type destructive distillation column. And we've got the small factory, we've got a lot more pipes. We'll make some more pumps. Let the bots bring me my things, and then we can get back to it. Alright. So we'll do one more. Leave a little bit of space. Paste. Oh, gas vents is what I need. I wonder if I didn't even have enough for the other building. I'll need to go check on that. Okay, it looks like we have enough in here. And yeah, okay, we're good on gas vents. Alright, and we'll vent all the purest nitrogen, hook up the regular nitrogen. And this is just shy of 75 per second. So we can finally work on our real molybdenum chain. So the ore would be coming in the top right, where we will unstack. One of the few instances where I actually want to keep stacking is for ore. And then that will flow out and be available to 3 jaw crushers. 1, 2, 3. Those can handle up to 5 per second, which we can do a slightly sideways fast inserter. And they'll output kind of 3.5 stuff per second. So we'll just do fast inserters. And in total, we need to use 2 sides of the belt, unfortunately. And we will have a filter left stone. Okay, and then we need 3 ball mills, which are going to make molybdenite dust. And some gravel. What I actually want to do, I want to change this filter. Can you change filters the same way? Yeah. We're going to filter right, and I'm going to put the gravel back on the same belt here. Because this belt can handle that. Gravel. 1, 2, 3. So then we'll just have filter inserters for gravel. Gravel. And gravel. What's the input rate? 1.875. Sideways inserter should be fine. This will just get output into a provider chest. Okay, and then we need 3 agitators. Agitator. Oh, we need melamine for a building? Come on. Alright, well, we can at least put our provider chest here. Oh, just kidding. Right there. Melamine we are creating in our circuit building, so we'll grab some melamine from there. I think, anyway. Yeah, right here. So melamine, we'll just take a few there. Agitator, 1, 2, 3. While I'm here, let's make the rest of our buildings. Hydrocyclone. 2. thickener, 2, filter, 1, electrolyzer, 2, and furnace, high pressure, 1. Okay. Looks like we've got most of our bot deliveries back, and we'll go ahead and finish out this molybdenum build. Alright, so we got the powder. I'm hoping this is all gonna fit. So we need 3 of these. We'll need some water, and then this attaches to 2 hydrocyclones. And this is where we need the nitrogen. Oh, come on. Almost. Almost fits. What can I do? Guess we'll just move this over. Okay, so we attach those. Nitrogen. Hook up, and then go across. For that, tailings, how many do we get? We get a decent amount, so we will definitely keep our tailings. And we really want to output this into 2 thickeners. And the water will be the same. Oop, that's not lined up. Same lineup. Tailings we will attach. That will all go out the top. And what's the rate on these bad boys? 2 per second. Okay, so we need fast inserter, fast inserter. Okay, and then we just need a filter using filtration media, which will be up here. Is that gonna work? Do I have enough space for the other buildings? Maybe. Electrolyzer. Dang. I don't really like how this is going. I'm gonna move this building over. Of course, it didn't build the same factory building. It built the one that is empty. Oh, just kidding. I never mind it. So which one is it? This one. Okay. I also don't think I checked all the settings on these. And this one, same story. Okay. So that way we at least have some room down here. Because these are outputting... That's a weird way to do it, but I think we'll do it that way. So those are outputting whatever this is, molybdenum pulp. And then we need filters. Unfortunately, the filters are up here. So... Oh. I'm gonna grab, like, 2 Pynobots. I'm just gonna steal you out of the air. And we're gonna put a roboport in there. Call me crazy, but it'll work. And then we'll just have a tiny provider chest with one square. We'll have a little requester chest. Also, we don't have any gravel, apparently. So, what's up with that? Oh, this is what's up with it. Just literally not putting it into a provider chest. Try that on for size. We are going to run out of stone. We need to maybe bring in the stone mining and probably... Gosh, there's only 300,000 there. I guess there's 1 million down here. It's not a ton of stone. There is another way to get stone. You can... Well, first of all, coarse fractions is a good way to get gravel and stone. And you can make coarse fractions from iron sticks. So 4 iron sticks would make... So 2 iron plates would make like 2.5 stone and 2 gravel. So that's one way to make stone and gravel. Another way, I think you can do the iron sticks just to make stone. Yeah, that's a much better ratio. So 2 iron plates makes 10 stone. That's actually a pretty decent deal when you think about 2 iron plates really only needs about 2 iron ore. That means iron ore can be turned into like 1 million stone. We do need to upgrade our iron processing though, eventually. Okay, well back to molybdenum here. Looks like we're still backed up on a couple things because I haven't done water yet. Of course, now this is in the way. So let's put water up here. Connect that up. And then we need inserters. Fast inserters. And now the molybdenite pulp is being added to nitrogen to make concentrate and tailings. That gets added to something to make pulp. Well, that was molybdenite pulp. Now we've got molybdenum pulp. What a difference. And then we've got our filtration media to filter that to make molybdenum disulfide. And finally, we have 2 buildings in a row. And this one will be the electrolyzer. Oh, I need hot air too. Drat. Forgot about that. But this guy will make the hydrogen and oxygen necessary. And one of them we make too much of. It is the hydrogen. So we'll overflow into a gas vent. Can't fit another pump there. I can totally just move this over though. Built the wrong one. Let's find the right one. This one. Okay, so we're gonna move this whole thing over a few squares so we can just have a pump. We'll use a top-up valve to prevent needing to vent that water, or put it in a sinkhole, I mean. Okay, and then that's gonna go into a chest. Probably 1 square limit, at least on that. What's the rate? 1.25. We can handle that. This guy needs oxygen. There we go. This needs to be 1 square farther back. Messy, but it will work. Oh, that's not oxygen. What am I doing? Okay, there's oxygen. We also need to just ditch the sulfur. And then we need hot air. Wow, I've really filled this building up, haven't I? Where am I gonna unbarrel hot air? Right here, apparently. So we are going to unbarrel, and then this will put empty barrels back in. This will be empty hot air barrel. We need to connect this up to an underground belt. Okay, that's already in line. What about this? That's taken. I guess right here we can do. But we actually need a little underground there so it doesn't connect with this one. So I think that'll work. Hot air, connect that. And then we need a requester. Top left here. Hot air barrel, 10 should be fine. And then we have an active provider. Filter, inserter. Empty barrel. Power that up. That should do it. Slow down the balancing. Let's see if that works. Hey, molybdenum plates. Check it out. Alright, so that was fun. 500, we'll probably do 3 stacks for now. I mean, I'm not using... Let's see. I'm not using that block anymore. So, this is linked. So what am I using? I'm just trying to think if I really even need to slow it down. I'm using a small amount of hot air, a little bit of pure sand, and activated carbon. Those are the biggest costs. A little bit of wood, sodium hydroxide. Yeah, we'll let this go to like 5,000. Why don't we? Although, what am I jammed up on again? Tailings, that's right. We gotta get rid of the tailings. Output pipe. The nice thing is there's tailings right here. So we can just connect these 2 pipes. And that should do it. And we should see everything firing back up again. Sweet. Okay. Well, we've got our molybdenum figured out after much pain and about 30 different trips to make things that we weren't really planning on making. And we should settle down just below 1 per second because the 3 of these together are like making like 74 or 73 or something like that. And then we'll also have filtration media as a bonus. Let me just make sure filtration media is running. It is. We're still short on gravel. That seems to be a problem. But we've got filtration media. So the gravel issue is happening because of the stone issue that I'm having. trying to figure out how to best fix this. Oh, we have stacked gravel that was coming here. Looks like I have 10,000 stacked gravel. So I guess for now, I will just acquiesce to also request some stacked gravel. I keep accidentally walking into that building. And then I will have gravel unstacking that occurs. And we'll use that here. Close side of the belt. The nice thing about the way this is set up is that if we have enough gravel from this guy, it won't use the stacked gravel. Although they need 6 per second, so maybe that's not quite right. But whatever, we'll just leave that. Okay, so molybdenum can be checked off our list. And now we have molybdenum plates, which, as I've been kind of doing a lot of various, whatchamacallit, Helmod chains. One thing we can use it for is methanol. Why does the same recipe show up twice? Oh, it doesn't. That's methane. We need it for aramid fiber, which is a pretty big one. We'll probably be doing that soon, because this isn't all too hard. We need it for a whole lot of buildings, and I'm pretty sure there are some more recipes. Yeah, so we can make ammonia with it out of shale oil. Holy cow. Okay, this might actually be the best way to make ammonia. 250 for one plate, that does feel like it's worth it. That's a lot of ammonia, and that means I don't need urea. That's equivalent to 50 urea. One molybdenum plate plus 100 shale oil. I might make ammonia that way from now on. Shale oil, there's a few ways to get it. Not totally sure the best way. I already have this one available to me. What is depolymerized organics? Oh. Subcritical water requires... Definitely not going to use hot air. A lot of biomass, actually. Or fuel rods, which are also kind of difficult because you need uranium and stuff. But, so that's not very good, I think, just because of the amount of subcritical water you need. So that doesn't seem like a good way to get shale oil. And then the only other way I can get it is either tin chromium alloy plus bitumen. And bitumen we can get from, well, a couple different ways. We can just make it straight from lubricant. Or bitumen froth, which I think comes from oil sand. But you need some naphtha, so you have to use some of that bitumen to make the naphtha to make shale oil. And 2 tin chromium alloy is maybe not crazy expensive, but it's not super cheap either. 3 chromium, 4 tin plate. Would I rather do that, or would I rather do this? 3 titanium plate, 40 chlorine, and 10 coal dust. Because tar is kind of free. Bitumen's harder to get than tar, so I might just do this one. So basically we mix some titanium, some chlorine, but I can get that chlorine pretty easily from saline water. So essentially some salt, some titanium, some coal dust, and some tar, and 1 molybdenum plate to make ammonia. I think that's way better. Back to what we can use it for. The other main thing I plan on doing with molybdenum other than being able to craft buildings. Oh. Apparently I'm missing something. I thought there was a recipe for methane that needed molybdenum. Oh no, it's Nexalit. That's right. Okay. So I think if I need methane in the future, I'm just going to do this recipe. A Nexalit plus BTX. Just because BTX comes from crude oil, and it's pretty easy to get. And this is probably easier than Moondrops. Nexalit, I can also make a much better chain now. I can do molten Nexalit. So I think I get a ratio of about like 275 tailings makes one Nexalit. So considering how prevalent tailings are and how my tailings vats are always perpetually full, I think I should just use some Nexalit to make methane. Anyway, and then we can use that to make methanol along with molybdenum. So a lot of these complicated organic components, we're learning how to make them with inorganic elements, which I think generally is going to be less power, less buildings, less complication. So this has kind of been a longer episode than I thought it would be, considering all we did was make molybdenum plates, but in the next episode, we're going to improve rubber. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Let me know what you think in the comments.